Hey everyone, welcome back to another Dr. Twisted's Toy Time. This time I stopped at a couple thrift stores and found a bunch of stuff. Quite a few things for certain people, and I got other stuff that's up for grabs, so just watch and let me know. Alright, first I will do the stuff I'm keeping. Found this awesome little home brewery Mr. Beer. Figured I might give that to my wife's stepdad, since he does a bunch of the home brews. And I got another one of those ornament cases for my Mad Balls, which I needed one, so that was cool that I found one. Found this crazy little guy for a quarter. I wasn't going to pass him up. He makes me laugh. His arms and legs are the posable kind. So that is mine. I found this eyeball. Whenever I find these weird little eyes, I always pick them up just in case. If anybody wants the straw, they can have it, but I'm keeping the eye. It was a grab bag. It had David from the Lost Boys in it. It's cool. I love my horror movies, so I'm going to keep him unless somebody has to have him. And then there was also a Titans Aliens Ripley in there, which was cool. I didn't even see her in there. Got this, this is Deathstrike, the Terminator. Or is this Deathstroke? I was looking at some Deathstrike Terminator comics at the Hastings today and got confused, but that's cool. I'm keeping him. What else am I keeping? I found one of these guys, which I have one, but there's two, so now I have the pair. And there's this little Mattel shark, which is awesome. Keeping that. This was a good, cool find. Found one of these Inspector Gadgets. There was a complete one, which I'm keeping this one. And then there was a partial one, which I'll show that later. Let me see, what else am I keeping? I thought this little guy was hilarious. Somebody made a vampire. If somebody wants him, they can have him. I just figured I'd show him. Oh, and there's this McDonald's car. I thought this was kind of cool. Kind of reminded me of Mad Max. I really like that skull front. It was made for McDonald's. Not really sure what line it was, but I thought that was cool. Keeping it for now, but if somebody really wants it, then let me know. Got this little Peppa Pig, the brother with his dinosaur. 'Cause my daughter loves Peppa Pig. And there was this, I believe it to be Imaginext pterodactyl. It's like you pull the tail up and the claws move, which I thought that was kind of neat. Keeping that. And I believe everything else is up for trade, except for a couple things I'll show you, like a couple of the books. I'm pretty sure most of the stuff is up for trade. Got one of these How to Train Your Dragons. Now it looks like there's a little piece on the wing here that's broken, but you see how the one stays up and the other one goes down. So I don't know if you could just stick like a little piece of clay or something in there to fix it. Maybe a little piece of wood. I'm not sure. I got this for Carlos. It's Brett the Hitman Hart. wrestling. What's it? World Championship Wrestling. The Hitman, Bret Hart. Hitman. It's from 1999. I just thought that was crazy looking. So I got that for Carlos, and I also got this 007 Tomorrow Never Dies PlayStation game for Carlos. What else did I get for certain people? I got some animals for Trail Mixer. There's this giraffe. There's this dinosaur. There's this dinosaur. There's this pig. There's a really nice detail on this pig. There's this crazy cat. Has movable legs and tail and head. There's this other stationary cat here. There's this little polar bear. Well, this dinosaur I'm keeping in my pile. And then there's this dinosaur, which I believe I already have one. Actually, I think I put it in Sean Henry's box. There's this little dinosaur. And there's this very angry looking brontosaurus. So, I mean, Trail Mixer, if you don't want any of these, let me know. I'll stick the dinosaurs in Sean Henry's box. Alright, now on to stuff for grabs. There's a Spider-Man here with light up eyes. Has a little button on the back. Thought that was kind of neat. There's this Gambit, which he's pretty loose. And there's the peg on his knee looks like it's coming out of the hole, so you're gonna have to finagle it to get it back into the correct position. But I mean, he was in a grab bag. I didn't even see him in there. He was buried. I saw like a leg and I didn't know who it was, but it's Gambit, so it's pretty cool. There's this Pokemon. I figure maybe Pharrell the Feraligatr will like him. There's this SpongeBob, which his eyes are regular, and then they get all the little crazy sad eyes. I love you. That was funny. There's this guy. I think he's kind of looks like a rescue hero style. He's got a little thing on his back, make his arm move. It's a little smaller than rescue heroes, but I'm not sure what he's from. There's a Barney and whatever the little girl was. They had the playset there too. It was like a barn or whatever it was, but I didn't pick that up. There's these mini earrings. Those are pretty neat. Had to pick it up. They were in the box. Couldn't leave them sitting there. But it has crazy little punk mini art. And little 1988. Pretty crazy. To still have in the box. That's cool. There's another little snake. Put that in Trail Mixer's box. There's a Smurf. There's this little guy from Toy Story 3, I believe. This little turtle. It's a Wicked Witch. There's this little fuzzy felt bunny. There's a Mario, which I might keep him. So I think everybody that wants him has him. So I think I sent one to Ivan. I don't know. There's a rooster. Throw that in Trail Mixer's box. It's one of these water grow zombies. It's this little seahorse. This is Playmates Mermaid. This is Playmates Knight minus hair. And there's this little guy. There's also these porcelain bear things. Was it Homeco? If you can see that. Homeco. Don't know the date on them, but there's 2 sports bears. And then there's this little winter kid. They look like those Hallmark pieces. And this kid. There's this big ass car here. I thought this was cool. I know you guys, some of you car guys. Trunk opens and the hood opens. It's made by Jada. 1957 Chevy Corvette. Very nice piece here. I know one of you guys will grab it. Bunch of little cars. There's this transformer. See, it looks to be one of the ones that came with the transformers you plug stuff into, because it doesn't turn into a robot. It just turns into a weapon or something. This car looks like a knockoff, and this car, which is also a knockoff. It's this fire engine with the movable ladder, and this is, I believe, a matchbox. I think that's what that says. Can't tell. Small print. There's this ambulance. I don't know if it's a knockoff or not. It's got die cast and stuff in it. Looks old. Definitely looks old. Looks like I might be missing the top piece there, but still cool. This looks like a grave digger, minus the stickers. And then there's this little guy, which I might be keeping him because my daughter tends to like these. And there's this Mike Wazowski, which I might be keeping him.
Huh? What? 10 more minutes. 10 more. Are you ready for some real scare training? I can't hear you. Are you ready for some real scare
you
training?
repeated that.
I can't hear you.
He says a bunch of things, and then there you go. Now he probably won't shut up. I found this cool Televoid not VHS, DVD. I used to have the VHS. I still might, actually. It's just a bunch of weird, trippy animated things. Science fiction and fantasy. There's the titles of the little videos. Just a bizarre video, so I had to pick it up. Count Stankus. I don't know if you have this little woodchuck yet, but if you don't, I'll put it in your box. I still haven't sent it out. Had to send a couple other trade packages out first, and then I found this stuff, so I wanted to ask if you wanted it. And this was cool. I know you like Snoopy. I don't know if you have this. If you have it, then let me know. But it's a cool Chex Party Mix and Peanuts 40 Years of Tradition. It still has the little cap thing. Now it says the last date on it's 1966. I don't know if it was made in 1966. It says 40 years of tradition. I don't know if it was made in 1990 or 1966. Who knows? I don't see a 1990 date on it. But it was made in China. Still cool. Still pretty old. These awesome sunglasses. There's this bag of Army Men, which is Army Men, and then there's a few different cool ones. The reason why I got the bag is this awesome little axe wielding dude. There's like 3 of this guy. And then there's this cool swashbuckling pirate with sword and pistol. And there's this other pirate here. Looks like he's holding the cannonball. I pretend it's a skull though. Pretty cool. And then the rest are just Army men and such. There's a flag in there too, minus the sticker. Alright, I found this Winnie the Pooh sweatshirt type deal. I'm keeping that. And this little Casper the Friendly Ghost little dress for my daughter. Thought that was cool. I never see Casper the Friendly Ghost stuff. Now on to the books. Found this Zombie Apocalypse Survival Guide, which is pretty cool. There's all kinds of little cool information and such. Couldn't pass that up. There's a Good Night Goon. It's like a parody off of the Good Night Moon children's book. So I had to get that. And then at the one store I went to, these magazines were half off, so they were $1 each, which is a great price because they're excellent condition. And they still have their posters. There's no writing in them. Which I really got the ones I wanted before. So I mean, if Volcanics or MG Villain, if you would like these, I could trade. Is this one? Is this one? I'll have to look through them first. And then there's Admiral Akbar. Then I found this Batman Swinging into Action sticker book, which I thought was really cool because it has all the stickers are there, but it has these backdrops, which I could set up toys and take little picture scenes with them. They had cool little backdrops with it.
This monster's got some studying to do.
There's the cave. So I thought that was cool for 50 cents. And oh yeah, here is the other Inspector Gadget. He's missing an arm, and he's got 2 of the same leg, but for all the purposes, for display or whatever, he's still pretty good. He's missing his hat and the arm, but if anybody needs him for parts or whatever to complete yours, it is for trade. Oh, and I also got this tray for my daughter to eat dinner on the couch when we're watching TV or whatever. But there you go. There are my thrift store scores for this week. Like I said, traders, let me know if any of that stuff interests you, the stuff that I said mentioned for specific traders, let me know if you want that. If you don't, then it's available for trade. If not, then it's yours. Alrighty. I will talk to you all later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.